Hello everyone, my name is Dev. This is my first video in YouTube and I'm really excited to bring a lot of contents for you guys. And I belong to Calcutta, and I really want to do some good contribution for all the people who are into games and all. And this is specifically for India, but again it's not really for a material that needs to be seen by India. It can be seen in any place at the same time, right? So my end goal is to help all the gamers out there to play games in very cheap rate, right? When I'm saying cheap rate, it's not like you play in an unethical way. The games, the way I will tell you, that will basically an ethical way of playing all the games, right? So the main challenge in India is that we purchase the PlayStation, and then finally after that, when we get the new games, they are so costly. If I look at a few prices, and basically they are quite costly, right? So all the games which we are mainly into, which we mainly want to play, like Uncharted, like Last of Us, Spider-Man, Marvel Spider-Man, any AAA titles like Metro Last Light, or anything whatever you like. So these games are quite costly and everybody cannot afford it, right? But it's like when you buy a PlayStation, you don't really think of all these ways, and then finally you get the PlayStation, and then you think for jailbreak, and you wait for games to be pirated. You buy accounts, so there are multiple ways you play, but these are not ethical ways of playing game on PlayStation. So I will tell you a way in India which you can use to play games ethically, and nobody is going to block you, and it's going to be really good material. Trust me on that. So let's start. Basically, first of all, what we need to do is we need to go to PlayStation, and then we will create a PlayStation account. As you can see, we will create a PlayStation account, and that account needs to be in United Kingdom. Please understand, that account needs to be in United Kingdom. So just go to PlayStation Store or whatever, just type in Google. I'll show you how. Okay, just go to google.com, and then finally type in sign in to PlayStation, right? Once you do that, it will give you a link to sign into PlayStation Store or PlayStation.com, right? So once you go there, you will get one option to log into your existing account, or you will get one more option where you will get an option to log into your, you will create a new account, right? So once you go to Sony PlayStation, you create an account which after that it should look like this once you log in, right? So if you look at my account which I'm using, basically this account belongs to a UK address, and this is how it looks like. You can basically pick any places in UK, and then you can create this PlayStation Now account. Once you do that, so basically what you need to do is you need to go ahead, and after that you will get something called, once you register that, you should go on the services tab. It will give you an option for PlayStation Now, right? So PlayStation Now is basically a service which gives access to you on the PlayStation games on demand. It's not like I think you have heard of the concept of cloud. So basically on cloud, you basically use a virtual machine, and you pay on a usage basis. You don't really pay the entire amount. Simply, suppose you want to play our game for 5 to 6 hours, you don't need to pay $3,000 for that game. So what you do is you basically register yourself for this particular service, that is PlayStation Now, and once you do that, you get access to all the AAA titles on the PlayStation Now account, and the games are really good. I must say, like, if you see the game titles, they are one of the best games. So there is one thing you need to keep in mind, like there are basically two kinds of game in PlayStation Now. One which you can download 2 which you can stream. Since in India PlayStation Now is still not available, it's still available in UK, US countries and some parts of Australia. So basically what you need to do is you need to fool your account that this account belongs to UK. And there is one more challenge which we will face, and I'll tell you how to fix that problem. So once you create a PlayStation Now in United Kingdom, the second thing you need to do is you need to register this service. But unfortunately, if you want to click on this service, you get this option, right? So let's click on start your 7 days free trial, right? So if I click on start your 7 days free trial, I land up on this page which shows the PlayStation Now 7-day trial account, right? So if I click on subscribe on this, it asks me for update your billing information, right? So if I click on that, I get an option where I need to put my billing information. And the problem is if I put, just let me log in here, just wait a moment. Okay, so this is basically a dummy account which I'm using to show you basically, right? So if I click on subscribe here and then I click on, just wait a moment, let it come down, and then I click on update your billing information. So basically you get something like this, right? So there are 3 options which you can go for. One, you add a credit or debit card, and this card needs to be from UK. So please keep that in mind. This card, your local Indian credit or debit card, won't really work here, right? So if you enter that, it will basically return error. The second option is you need to use a PayPal account. Now for adding a PayPal account of US, you need to have some details as well. You need to have a US or UK phone number, otherwise you can't really do it. So basically you can't really use it. So what we are left is we have this option available, that is prepaid PlayStation card number. That is your voucher code. So how we gonna get this code, and how exactly we subscribe to that, right? So the way is basically you go to this website, that is prepaidgamer.card.com. So they have their online buyers who reside in US and UK, and what they do is you basically buy a PlayStation Now card from them. The cost is pretty, so here's a point I want to mention. So 2 places I mentioned earlier, that PlayStation Now is available in UK and PlayStation Now account is available in US, right? So why we are not going for US account, why we are going for UK? So if you see the price here, we pay like $8,000 for US PlayStation Now account, and for UK PlayStation Now account we are basically paying only $4,999. That's like $5,000 for a year. So if I just show you how much you really pay a month, that is equivalent to like 416 rupees. It's nothing. It's nothing practically. I'm saying it's nothing, but because you're just paying $400 for playing all the AAA titles on your PlayStation Now account. So how we do it? Once we purchase it, these guys are going to mail you on your email address with the redemption code, the code which you are looking for, which is mentioned here. Once you mention the redemption code here, you can redeem the code here, and once you do that, automatically it picks up that you have paid for 12 months and this account will be subscribed to PlayStation Now account. So once you have access to PlayStation Now account, you get to play all these games for entire year. You don't really need to think of a single penny anymore. And when I'm talking about games in PlayStation Now, there are basically 2 kinds of games, one which is downloadable and second which is streamable. So what exactly I mean by downloadable and streamable games? So basically what happens is, this is your UK account, UK, and right now we are sitting in India, right? So that's a different continent altogether, right? So just think of it, this is your PlayStation server, this is your PlayStation server, okay, and this is your workstation from where or not really workstation, it will be your PlayStation. Sorry about that. I hope you understand what I'm trying to say. So this is your PlayStation, basically your PlayStation, and on your PlayStation, when you play this PS Now games, basically in PS Now there are two categories of games, right? So in PS Now there are two categories of game. Let me be very clear with you so that you don't really get fooled, because a lot of people are trying to fool everyone, which I don't really like. I mean, I want to be very honest with my subscribers because this is my first video. So I have tried myself, and after that I'm sharing this video with you because I really don't want to show you something which doesn't work, right? So we basically get two services in PlayStation Now, and basically that is, one is streamable, and sorry about the spelling, just ignore it. Basically I just wanted to make you understand, that's all. And the second one is downloadable, right? So what do you mean by that? So basically in PlayStation Now we have two kinds of service. One, we can download the games. The second, we have to stream the games. So what happens down the line? So when we download the games, a local copy of this game is downloaded from this server, which is also there. This server, I'm just showing it as a server. It's actually not getting downloaded from the UK server. Rather, it's getting downloaded from the nearest server to India, right? So yeah, so that's something like that. So basically you're downloading this copy of this game to your machine. So when you execute this game, it gets executed from your machine. So it will be just like playing a normal game. But the streamable game, what happens is, it basically, this game is not running on your machine. This game is running somewhere on this server. So you are streaming this game from your machine, so that won't be possible, right? Because obviously it's far away from India and there will be a lot of latency issues, network issues to be very precise, and that is the reason you can't really play a streamable game. So again, since I am saying we can download games, but to be very honest, the amount of games which you can download, I'm pretty sure you cannot, you cannot complete this kind of games within a year. So out of 700 games, 400 games are streamable and 300 games are mostly downloadable if they are available on PlayStation 4. Any games which is available in PlayStation 4 can be downloaded. So I can show you some of the games. Basically right now I'm logged into PlayStation Now on my PC. I will also show you a video footage of my PlayStation 4 where I have logged in through this account, where I have purchased this subscription, and I can exactly show you how many downloadable games you can get from there, right? So I can show you that. So as I promised, I have logged into my PlayStation account, and this is my PlayStation account, as you can see. And right now I have logged in PlayStation account, and I'll just log into PS Now. Okay, so once I'm logged into PlayStation Now, I would be able to show you what exactly I try to mean. Okay, so as you can see, I have already active subscription on PlayStation Now, and there are three options. Downloadable, this is what I was talking about. So if I go to downloadable games, and you can see that what kind of games you can download so that you can play it directly from your PlayStation. Bloodborne is a really good game. Control is one of a good game. Darksiders 2 again is a really good game. Dishonored 2 is good. Dirt 4, Dirt Rally, okay. Doom, Dungeons, Fallout 4 again, it's a really good game. So you get a lot of games actually. Get Even, God Eater, God of War 3 Remastered, Just Cause 4, Kickbeat, Killzone Shadowfall, Limbo is a good game, Mafia 3, Spider-Man, Metro Exodus, Metro Redux, The Phantom Pain Solid, Metal Gear 5, Metro Last Light Redux. I'm just mentioning the names which are really good. NASCAR is good. Okay. And Payday. Obviously PUBG, it's like PUBG, right? Player-unknown's Battleground, it's just like that, right? So okay, apart from that, Ryzen 3, Saints Row 4, Saints Row, Tomb Raider, Shadow of Tomb Raider. Sherlock Holmes is one of my favorite games, and Sniper Elite, Sniper Elite 3. Okay, this is one of a good game. Evil Within, Evil Within 2. I've completed this. I'm planning to stream it live, so let's see when I can do it. And apart from that, Rainbow Six Vegas, right? Vampire is a good game. Wastelands 2 is good. W2K18 is good. XCOM 2 is good. Yesterday's Origin is good. So basically this many games. I have only mentioned the ones which I know of. There are more games available, and this collection is playable in your PlayStation on India. So I believe this many games, if I start counting the worth, I believe it will be far more than lakhs. So we are basically paying a very small amount, and I believe all this, if you play all these games. Oh, I missed out Batman as well. The Batman is also a nice game, right? So yeah. And the best part is, whatever you're seeing right now, PlayStation is adding these new games every month, right? So now let's go and check the PlayStation 4 games, right? These are one of the games you can, I think all of them are downloadable. This is also downloadable, right? So a lot of games are downloadable, right? Yeah, so I personally like this kind of campaign based games. I don't really play much of multiplayer, so I hope I'm clear what I'm trying to say, and I believe that should be enough to explain how exactly you can do it. Alright, thank you so much for your time, and I really appreciate the time you have given me, and look forward to a new video. Thank you, have a great day, bye bye. And don't forget to like, subscribe and share, because this is my first video. I really need support from all of you guys, and yeah, see you guys, bye bye, take care, peace out.